Which town do you live in on your island, and why did you pick that town?
So I live in West Maui. The neighborhood I live in is Honokwai, which is just north of Kaanapali. I love living here because of the incredible weather. Um, Lots of sunny days, but just a little bit cooler, a little bit more breeze than being um, right downtown in Lahaina, which is about 5 minutes away. I also live right across the street from the beach. I can see the ocean and just close to a lot of great beaches. So I love it here.
Man, that's a tough one to beat. Dylan, what's the town that you live in? Why did you pick it, and why?
So I currently live in Kealakekua, and it's South Kona. There's a lot of little towns, little farming towns. There's Honalo and Kainaliu, and there's Kealakekua, there's Captain Cook. And so it's kind of all of the same area. It's just a little ahupuas that break it all up. But I live up here. Basically, I was born and raised here. And after leaving, going to the mainland, being in the military, living on the east side of the island, lived in Oahu for a little while. There was nowhere else I would rather kind of set roots down in and raise my family in. So that's the cool thing about living here is I'm very close to all of my family, my wife's family, and my kids are kind of growing up in the pretty much the same environment. Just they have the internet now and technology, but I mean, very close to the same environment I grew up in, and it's the perfect mix, I think, of having everything, all the amenities you need of modern life. You have Costco that's 30 minutes away and Walmart and Target and all that stuff. But where I live in a little bit, it's about 10 miles, 12 miles south of that. It's still kind of that country feel where it's a lot of coffee farms and there's not a whole lot of new stuff. I mean, the stuff that was here 30 years ago is the same stuff. We got a couple of more stoplights, but there wasn't a lot of changes to this kind of South Kona area. So it's the perfect elevation. It's like 1,000 feet to 1,500 feet where you don't need any air conditioning. It's cool all the time. And just small community. Everybody knows everybody. And there's nowhere else I'd rather live. Definitely.
Awesome, man. Love it. Absolutely love it. Scott, you live on Oahu. What town and district do you live on Oahu? And well, I'm going to give a quick answer as to why, just looking behind you, but I want you to kind of flesh out the details here.
Yeah, I live at the base of iconic Diamond Head, which is right behind me right here. And actually, I think this week is my 20th anniversary for living in this spot in this building. I've owned multiple units in this building, and I'm on the back side. But I absolutely love it. My personal life revolves completely around this spot. I walk out my door and I can do a run around Diamond Head, and it's 4 miles door to door. 300-acre Kapiolani Park is right down here, the Waikiki Shell. I'm removed from the Waikiki, the hustle and bustle. So I'm in more of an established neighborhood, mature neighborhood with a lot of growth trees and 300-acre Kapiolani Park. And I work out down there all the time. I swim down at Kaimana Beach, but yet I can either walk or 5-minute Uber ride or jump on a beaky bike and ride into Waikiki and get the best of both worlds. But I do like to be a little removed. I don't prefer to be in the hustle and bustle. And I like being on Oahu because I can work hard and play hard at the same time. My other favorite place, though, is where I lived before, which is Puako on the Big Island, which is the complete opposite of here. Very relaxed, quiet, not a whole lot going on. But I'm in the heart of everything, but removed enough so it's quiet and peaceful and has a nice feel. And I've got 13 restaurants right here on Montserrat Avenue that have become pretty iconic. It's a boutique little strip, and I can walk out my door. A lot of times I call the restaurants, they know me by name now, and hey, let me make my takeout order. I just walk across, pick it up, and it's super convenient and easy.
That's a great overview. I absolutely love it. So my turn. I live in East Honolulu, which is near the iconic Hanauma Bay. Hanauma Bay is one of the biggest tourist attractions on Oahu. We live in that district. Have been living here for over 20 years. Absolutely, it's the same theme that we all say is we absolutely love it, and I absolutely love living in this area. It's considered a suburb of Honolulu. I love it because we're really close to the beach. In fact, my the latest thing I've gotten back into again, when my kids were little, we live a walking distance from the beach. When my kids were little, I used to take them to the beach. We used to kind of swim around. And I've kind of recently rediscovered this. It's become my workout swim. I swim out about a third of, it's a two-thirds of a mile swim, basically there and back. I swim out to the outer, not the outer reef, but I swim out to the reef and then I swim back. It's a great, phenomenal swim, and I could walk there back and forth from my house. I love that. My favorite place on the planet Earth is Makapu'u Beach, and I'm about a 10 to 15 minute drive from Makapu'u Beach is where I go body surfing on the weekends. A lot of the videos that you've seen on my channel are me driving back and forth from Makapu'u to go body surfing. So I absolutely love living in East Honolulu. You got access to shopping. It's quiet. It's suburban type of living. It's flat, so there's no mountains to go back and forth. We chose that specifically for our kids because I wanted the kids to go bike riding without having to worry about going up and down a mountain. Absolutely love it. So thanks everyone. This has been a great little tour around the state. You got it. This what I love about this show that we do is, we've got this beautifully broad perspective. We got Scott on Oahu, and we got Dylan, born and raised in Hawaii, who went to the mainland, lived on Oahu, came back, and now is living on the Big Island. We have Heidi, who's been living in Maui, an expert realtor in Maui, who's got decades of Maui experience. It's absolutely fabulous, and I'm so pleased to be a part of this. And see, look, Julie, what did Judy just say? You all have a twinkle in your eye when you talk about where you live. Yes, Judy. Exactly. That is exactly correct. There is the twinkle in the eye. And that's this attitude of gratitude that we have. Hawaii is the most incredible. For those of us that have moved to Hawaii and belong in Hawaii, and it's a long topic, so I'm not going to go into it. But for those of us that are in that sphere, those of us that have been here for a long time, this is the place for us. And there is no place else that can ever possibly substitute Hawaii. And it's just wonderful and amazing.